Welcome in, everybody, to Betting Pros. It's time to place your bets. It is me, Joey P, Joe Pisapia, and this is BP NFL. Andrew Erickson, The Undertaker, and I are back for Week 14 with our favorite parlays. We've got the People's Parlay, which we did just miss last week, I believe, if memory serves. It was the holiday week, but we've got a lot going on. Oh, no, we didn't have one because of the holiday week. What am I saying? But I did miss the Turkey Day Parlay, Andrew, which is depressing. 2 years in a row, we hit the Turkey Day Parlay. And the other two legs hit. Stupid Dan Campbell ruined it. Just take the points, kick your damn field goal. I'm still bitter. It's a week later. I'm still bitter about it. But that's okay because we got some SGP action for you today. We've got the People's Parlay back where we take our favorite best bets from Week 14 and add them in with one of yours. We love when everybody comments here on the channel. And we want everybody to subscribe to the channel. So do it now. Subscribe, like this video, and ring the bell till it goes ding so you never miss a piece of content here on Betting Pros. Andrew Erickson. I know the same game parlays. Everybody loves the SGPs. A lot of spots have the, the maxes and the boosts and the things you can do in the SGPs. And you also have the tool here, Betting Pros, when you sync your sports books for free and download the app, you can go ahead and use the same game parlay tool, and you can use a lot of the, the moving pieces and the correlations to get the narrative that you want, and you get those grades too, which are super cool. So it tells you, is this a C+ parlay, a B- parlay, an A- parlay? That's what we love to see. So, Andrew, I know you're in the tools all the time. What did you come up with this week for SGP World?
Yeah, I had to miss Thanksgiving dinner because I was a little bit under the weather, but I'm back
you were a
in the
struggle bus
kitchen.
last week, brother.
I was back in the kitchen, fully healthy, cooking up more SGPs using the same game parlay builder tool on Betting Pros. And the one that I found that I liked a lot, A+ correlation grade, is on the Bears-Packers game. And if you listen to the Best Bet show, I know that you like the Bears this week, catching the points, plus 6.5. I kind of like that too. I also really like the under in this game. So it's like, I like all these plays. Like, let's just put them all together, throw a player prop in there, and you get A+ correlation. So I'm going to be taking the Bears here. Actually, I'm going to be teasing some of these lines because, hey, I have the opportunity to do so. It improves my odds of this actually hitting and us actually having a profitable week. So let's do that. So I'm moving the Bears up to plus 10.5. Again, I expect them to keep this game close. I don't expect the Packers to blow out the Chicago Bears because their defense is getting a litlittle bit healthier. Packers defense is really strong, which is why I like the under in this game as well. As I mentioned on the Best Bet show, Packers at home this year, 0-5-1 towards the over, just averaging 34.2 points per game. So I think this game is lower scoring. I think that it's within at least a touchdown. But hey, I don't want to risk it. Just move the Bears up to plus 10.5. I feel good about that. Move the total in the game up to 51.5. I'll take the under there because the Packers, what they do best defensively, they don't give up explosive plays, especially in the passing game. So without the Bears passing game really taking off in any capacity, we've seen Caleb Williams kind of struggle at times this year. I'm not expecting this to be any sort of a shootout, so I feel safe taking Bears plus 10.5, moving the total, taking the under at 51.5, and then sprinkling in one of my favorite player props is actually on Rome Odunze. So going under on his receptions at 3.5. If you mix these all together, it gives you 2-1 odds. And if you do want like a fatter payout, you can just take the normal spread in total. That gets you closer to 6-1. But again, I'm just trying to get in the green here. Even if it's like a plus 200 parlay, I'm cool with that. But if you want to aim a little bit higher, you can just take the normal spread in total. But Odunze, it's interesting. Last 3 games, he's under 3.5 catches. He's under 3.5 catches in 7 of his last 10 games played. And it's kind of been underreported, but I think he's been kind of battling some injuries. The last couple weeks, he's had ankle, heel, and foot injuries. I know it's a lot. Every time I hear these types of injuries, I always think about it's like, what is it, the doctor, the throat, nose, and ear doctor or whatever?
Ear, nose, and throat.
Ear, nose, and throat doctor. That's exactly the same thing when I think this guy has like every single type of foot injury that you could find, heel, ankle, foot. So he's not 100%. Playing in Lambeau is always tough. So I think Odunze, who has a sub 50% catch rate, even if he gets some yardage this week, I don't think he's going to squeeze 4 balls. So I like the under here on Rome Odunze. So that's it
Phrasing,
for me.
Andrew.
Hey.
Phrasing.
As long as it
that's
hits,
definitely it for you.
As long as it hits, it doesn't matter. So that's
I love this parlay.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's very safe. I think it's a nice, 2-1 return. I'm a big fan of what you got going on here. I think it makes a lot of sense. And Rome Odunze has finished as like wide receiver 40 or worse the last couple of weeks too. So that trend has not been going in the right direction. So keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind we're giving away free stuff, and we've got an A.J. Brown helmet that we are giving away for free to somebody here on the channel. How do you win this? Well, you go over to bettingpros.com/contest. You complete the form and either download the Betting Pros app, leave a review of the Betting Pros podcast, or subscribe to our social media channels at Betting Pros on X, on TikTok, and Betting Pros NFL on the IG. The more actions you complete, the more entries you'll receive, and we'll be announcing the winner right here on the channel. Again, the helmet is from pristineauction.com, the #1 destination for all things that are talking about autographs. We're talking about movie posters. We're talking about amazing comic stuff. And, of course, the coolest sports memorabilia you're ever going to find. I got Tom Brady stuff here in my office from Pristine Auction. They got jerseys, they got helmets. This is everything. And this week it's the A.J. Brown, actually all month A.J. Brown. So get in on it right now. And don't forget to flip those notifications on so you never miss a Betting Pros episode. And we can let you know if you're the big winner of the A.J. Brown helmet this month. Perfect time, December. Let's go. A.J. Brown, signs of life. Eagles, not so much. All right, let's get to my favorite parlay of the week. Let's take the over. Everybody knows I love the Buffalo Bills and Bengals this week to go over. You can set it at 60, and I don't think I'd care. 52.5 is that number. Sure, great, terrific. Lock it in. Then also give me the Houston Texans. This is another one that I've talked about quite a bit. Houston Texans, I think, are always not intimidated by the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the defense is ferocious. It's for real. I think teams have gone and played them recently and been reminded of that. And C.J. Stroud is back. And look, I know Davis Mills did his best there and, eked out a couple victories, but C.J. Stroud is the superior QB. And I think you're seeing young guys like Jaden Higgins start to contribute. And that's important. Like, I feel like we're shaking the dust off a little bit here for the Houston Texans. And they also are fighting for their playoff lives, not just the Kansas City Chiefs. So sick and tired of that narrative. Oh, this is an important game for the Chiefs. What about the Texans? It's an important game for the Texans, too. Defense travels. Kansas City Chiefs can't run the football. They got a lot of issues right now. Just things are not working for them. Big loss to the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Embarrassing national TV. Huge game. And then the third part of this parlay is going to be the Chicago Bears plus 6.5. Now, Andrew's parlay tees it all the way up to 10. That's fine. You could do that if you want to and lower the odds a little bit and make it safer. But look, every week we sit here and talk about the Bears, and every week the Bears cover or win outright. So what are we doing here, folks? Green Bay Packers are good. Are they unbeatable? No. And if it is a low total, like Andrew's saying, even more to the case where I think the Chicago Bears, who, look, with Kyle Monangai just rushing touchdowns every week and playing a more physical style of football, along with DeAndre Swift's other version of that, that running back who catches the football and, does things in space, that is a good tandem. It's very like, the Wish.com version of what the Lions used to have, or still do have, I should say, what Ben Johnson used to have. So the Bears plus 6.5, Texans plus 3.5, over for Buffalo Bengals matchup there, plus 579, almost plus 600. That's a big boy one. Andrew Erickson, you feel confident in this one? What do you think?
I like it. I like it a lot. It's going to hit.
All right. You know what else is going to hit this week? I got a good feeling about it. It's the best bet parlay of the week. We talked about it. My over for the Bills game and your Browns covering the 3.5 against Tennessee. We've already discussed that on the other show. But if you add in our People's Parlay into the third leg, which is the Jacksonville Jaguars, which a lot of people seem to like, and I like it too, is my upset special of the week. So Jags money line plus 108. All of a sudden you add that in, that is also plus 600. So Jacksonville Jaguars in pole position right now. You're leading that division. Go for the knockout punch. Go beat the Colts. Nobody thinks you can, even though every single year, Andrew, the funny thing is, even when the Jags are bad, they still beat the Colts in Jacksonville.
Yep. They have that home field advantage. And it's not just, you look at the Jaguars this season, they're 4-1 against the spread at home, right? It's been really hard to pinpoint, okay, when is Jacksonville going to play well? It's been really tough. It seems like they're such a volatile team. They look like a really good team. Then the next week, they just get totally blown out. But the trend has been when they play in Duval, they cover the spread. And they win these games even as an underdog. They beat the Chiefs at home as an underdog. They beat the Chargers at home as an underdog. The only team that they didn't beat, exactly who was that team? It wasn't the Chargers. They beat the they lost to the Seattle Seahawks. But we know the Seahawks beat everybody on the road. But besides that, they have been lights out at home this season. So I love this one, Jags on the money line. I still can't get around why the Colts are favored. Their quarterback is playing with a fractured leg. He can't move in the pocket anymore. Sauce Gardner's not going to play in this game. I don't get it. And we know the Colts can't. The Colts can't win in Jacksonville. This is trust the flow chart. Trust the chart. Come on.
Just trust the flow chart, baby. Trust it all. That's what we're trying to do here. Trust the process. And of course, you can drop your parlays in. We love to hear from everybody else. Maybe we'll bet them too. And of course, don't forget to download the Betting Pros app. Bet smarter, not harder. Don't be a tool. Use the tools. That'll do it for Andrew and myself. We'll see you next time, kids. Enjoy your week 14.